you must be the new trial deputy DA. Go right ahead, straight down the hall. Mr. Jarrett is expecting you. I hope to God that you're better than the last guy.
Hey, kid, how you doing? Glad to have you aboard. I'm Frank Jarrett. Understand you made a lot of enemies where you came from. I like that. Especially since popularity contests aren't on our agenda here. And neither's a big paycheck. I remember when I came here 20 years ago. Punk civil attorney with a chip on my shoulder about the size of a bed slat. I bought myself a car. 1965 Lincoln. Classic. Oh, it was a classic then. Now it's a dinosaur, just like me. But I still drive that damn thing. Point being that you come to work at the DA's office, it better not be about money and fancy cars. After all, we're not mercenaries, we're public servants. Champions of the people. And it is our function to prosecute the guilty to the limit of the law. So, you want to get rich? Go to work for the corporate land rapers or the 5 families. Here's something for you to cut your teeth on. It's a 502. Driving under the influence. About 80% of the cases that cross this desk are drunken driving beef, so this is the perfect way to start you off. The defendant's name is Faisal Qadri. Young Middle Eastern fellow, works as a house painter. On July 22nd, about 1:45 in the afternoon, Qadri apparently passed out at the wheel, jumped a curb, and hit a bus bench at the corner of Sunset and Kings Road. There was only one witness, a hooker named Lucy Bates, who happened to be walking the beat about a block away, looking for some drive-through business. Of course, first thing she did was run like hell, as you'd expect a hooker to do in a situation where it's only a matter of time before the cops come rolling up. But Lucy turns out to be a good Samaritan, bless her heart. Puts in a call to 911. By the time she gets back, Cruiser's already there. Officer Underwood happened by on patrol. He proceeds to put Qadri through his FSTs, which he can't do worth a damn, so he's arrested, cuffed, and taken down to the station house. The details are in the police report, which you'll find on your office desk. All in all, it's not a bad first case for our new trial deputy DA. But keep me posted how it's going. And good luck.
Hi, I'm Amy Bannister. I've been assigned as your paralegal. I don't know how it was where you came from, but the pace around here starts at frantic and then speeds up from there. Jarrett's very demanding, but he'll get the best out of you, and I'll be here to help you along until you're up to speed. Oh, and I'm sorry about the mess, but the janitor forgot this room. You know, he always kind of tends to forget this room.
Enjoy the donut, Jonesy. Hey, how you doing? You must be the new kid from Jarrett's office I heard was coming in. I'm Norman Stubbs. The tape deck's over at the interrogation room, and I guess everything else you'll need will be in the evidence room. Oh, and listen, this guy here, the 502, this is the 3rd time they brung him in. Try and get him locked up or his license revoked, something, you know, as a public service.
Hello, I'm Sam Iverson, county coroner. Frank Jarrett and I go back a long way. Come on in, make yourself at home.
How you doing? Guess you're the new guy from the DA's office. Well, everything's pretty easy to find around here. The visiting area and the lineup booth are right over there. So knock yourself out.
You're the best Jarrett's got?
All rise. The Honorable Judge Lawrence Adams presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, court is now in session. People may proceed with their case. Court is now in session. The defense may proceed in their case.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, circumstantial evidence can be quite persuasive and yet misleading. There are two sides to every story, and I implore you to keep an open mind. I will propose to you an alternate scenario to the one which has just been presented by the people. A scenario in which Mr. Kadri took proper care and caution not to endanger the lives of innocent people. You will learn, as you witness the testimony and evidence for the defense, that Mr. Kadri should not be found guilty of driving under the influence of alcohol. At this time, I would like to call my client, Faisal Kadri, to the stand.
Very well, proceed.
Mr. Kadri, would you please tell this court your story? Would you please tell the court what you were doing at about 1 p.m. on July 22nd?
I had lunch at the restaurant, the Pig and Whistle.
Were you with anyone during this time spent at the restaurant?
I was with my friend, Tamir Akbar. He was visiting me from Iran.
Now, isn't it true you consumed only 2 glasses of wine during this 2.5-hour period? How much alcohol did you consume during this 2.5-hour period?
I had only 2 glasses of red wine with my lunch.
And when you left the restaurant that afternoon, who was driving your vehicle?
Tamir. We were waiting for the valet to bring the car, and I asked Tamir if he would drive because I am sleepy, so he would drive for me, and then I fell asleep because the next thing I remember was a loud noise, and I wake up.
And after the accident, what did you do?
Tamir went for help, and I think I should move the car, so I move over to drive, but I must have blacked out because I hit my head in the crash, you see.
Then what happened?
Well, that is when the policeman arrived.
You had some difficulty with what Officer Underwood wanted you to do, didn't you? Please tell the court what happened during your encounter with Officer Underwood.
Well, I have much difficulty to understand him because my English is not so good. And he's asking me to balance on one leg, but my balance is not good from injuries I have from the war.
What injuries are you referring to?
But this was from my military service in Iran.
So is it fair to say that during your field sobriety test you appear to be drunk because you could not understand Officer Underwood's instructions and because you have a physical disability? Did you do everything Officer Underwood requested of you at the police station?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Counselor, you may cross-examine the witness. Motion granted. Counselor, I'd hit the books tonight if I were you. Case dismissed.